Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, welcome back to another Doctor Who video. Today we've got some exciting news, because the BBC have just had, as of recording this video, their first promotional event of the new Doctor Who era. Ncuti Gatwa is officially in. He's the Doctor now, and he's here to stay. His first episode airs this Christmas Day. That accidentally rhymed. The Church on Ruby Road has just had its premiere over in London. Ncuti Gatwa, the 15th Doctor, and Millie Gibson, Ruby Sunday, were there to switch on a bunch of Christmas lights, do a press talk and stuff, and yeah, they look absolutely fantastic. Here's Ncuti Gatwa in a very stylish and quite Doctor Who-y outfit. I've got to say, his stylist comes up with very interesting looks that are always so doctory and suit him fantastically. Here is the cast of this episode, or some of the main cast. We've got Ruby and her foster family, and then their next door neighbour, and obviously Ncuti Gatwa is there as the Doctor. Then we've got a bigger photo of the same crew and Russell T Davies, and then some other people who work on Doctor Who like Phil Collinson, the producer, which is really exciting. I love how happy Russell looks in all of these photos. I mean, obviously, if you're running Doctor Who, you're going to be a happy person, because it would, I presume, it would be a great job. Probably stressful, but quite fun. Then here is the wonderful Millie Gibson, with a different hairstyle than she actually has in the episode. This is the same hairstyle we've seen her filming with for Series 15 or Series 2 of the new era. But yeah, that was just a fun thing to note. The press thing's going on now. Any day we're going to get some sort of review and exclusive stuff about the Church on Ruby Road, so subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell if you want to see me break down and discuss whatever review and news come out of this press screening, because I'm assuming it's going to be quite interesting. We've had the release of the musical number, which has actually hit #1 in the UK iTunes chart today, which is kind of mental. I mean, who would have thought that the Goblin song, or the Goblin King song, whatever it's called, would have actually hit the UK charts. All the proceeds are going to children in need as well, so please do go and download, share, listen to this song. I think you can buy it on iTunes, so yeah, that's all cool stuff. Now, we also have a bunch of cool promo images. We had another little teaser trailer, which I think I'll break down in another video at some point, so once again, subscribe and stay tuned for that. But for now, I'll look over some of these images, which give away a couple of plot details, nothing too intense, and obviously these aren't leaks. These are all officially released by the BBC, but a word of warning, if you do want to go into this sort of episode completely unspoilt, here's where you turn off the video, because we're getting into very mild spoiler territory. Before we look at those photos, we'll just have a look at this tweet from the fantastic Doctor Who YouTuber Mr. TARDIS, who, yeah, he makes a load of reviews and stuff, but he points out here that he's not the first person to make this connection, but it looks like the 15th Doctor and Ruby Sunday's first meeting in Doctor Who is based on Russell T Davies' first meeting with his husband at a Manchester nightclub in 1998. Adorable doesn't cover it. And he is right, because if you've read the recent edition of Doctor Who magazine, which I would highly recommend, once again, not sponsored, just a really fun read, it talks about how the 15th Doctor and Ruby Sunday's first scene, the scene where they meet, is them two catching each other's eye in the club. And that's a very unusual thing for Doctor Who to do, because the Doctor, I don't think, has ever gone clubbing before. However, character-wise, it does make sense that after the Doctor's just had his therapy from the split bi-generation, it makes sense that the 15th Doctor is living his life, going off to the club and doing all these new things that he's never ever really done before, while still looking for adventure. But, harkening back onto what the point Mr. TARDIS made was, the Doctor Who writer Russell T Davies now has an answer to the question that he's frequently asked. What time would he travel to in the TARDIS? Since the death of his husband Andrew Smith last year, he knows he would go back to the moment at 1:50 AM on the 12th of April 1998, when he first laid eyes on his future life partner in a Manchester nightclub. And yeah, I think it's obvious that this is the same sort of thing happening. I don't think it's going to be a romantic connection between the Doctor and Ruby. There are other theories I have, which I'll delve into, on how they meet. I think they're probably going for a similar thing to the whole Destiny stuff with Donna, where he happens to coincidentally meet Ruby again. Maybe it is just complete coincidence this time. But if we look at our first promo image here, a baby is being carried through the snow by a mysteriously cloaked woman, cloaked figure. Now, I reckon this is Ruby's mum, dropping baby Ruby off because of reasons unknown, reasons which will become apparent as the series goes on. We also know from filming photos that Ncuti Gatwa is in this scene. He looks very, very distraught, very, very upset in this scene, and that implies that Ncuti knows baby Ruby and knows what happens to her or sees her, and maybe the Doctor lies to Ruby when he meets her again in a nightclub all those years later. Or maybe it's sort of a similar situation to how the 11th Doctor had to watch Clara grow up because of the mystery of the impossible girl. Maybe he's keeping an eye on her, maybe to make sure she's safe, or some strange reason that we don't know yet. Plot-wise, let me know theories you have in the comments. But yeah, I reckon the 15th Doctor knows that that baby is Ruby and he's looking out for her. Now, another theory I have is that the Goblins who are seen stealing and eating babies, bizarre sentence, but that's what they're seen doing in the trailer, maybe they were after baby Ruby all those years ago, so the Doctor and this mysterious cloaked person left the baby on a church doorstep so that she was safe and away from the Goblins. Here we have a photo of the Goblin King in all his grim and disgusting glory. I've got to say, the new props, the goblins, the set, etc., even the music, it's very high production value compared to normal Doctor Who, and I mean, just that musical number alone looks more expensive than, like, the entire first Russell T Davies era. I mean, obviously it's not, but yeah, really exciting to see Doctor Who with such a budget. Now, we have this other photo here of Ruby playing the keyboard with a band, and as mentioned in another video I've made, Murray Gold let slip a while back that Ruby plays her own theme on the piano at some point, so I'm assuming here she's in a band and she's musically talented, which does sort of imply that the supposed musical episode, The Devil's Chord, is actually going to happen within the series. Then we have this nice photo of Ncuti and Millie on a ladder which is going up to the Goblin ship. Then, yeah, here's another photo of the two meeting in the club for the first time. I reckon she's about to drop her drink, and just by chance, the Doctor's there to grab it, and yeah, the friendship sort of dawns from there. But that's all for today's video. If you do want more Doctor Who news, updates, theories, reviews, etc., subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, you know, all the usual stuff. So much Doctor Who stuff coming for you at the moment. I've been posting loads of videos lately, so it would be greatly appreciated. But I'll stop waffling now. Let me know your theories in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.